The casting process for the 1932 movie was a careful selection of talents. Paul Muni, who played the lead role, was chosen due to his ability to portray intense emotion and grit. Muni had already made a name for himself on stage, and this film was his breakthrough in Hollywood. For the role of the female lead, Gladys George was initially considered. However, she was eventually replaced by Helen Vinson, who brought a softer touch to the character. The chemistry between Muni and Vinson was evident, making their on-screen relationship believable and engaging. The supporting cast was equally crucial. Alan Jenkins, known for his comedic roles, was cast against type as a menacing guard. His performance added a layer of tension, contrasting with Muni's character's plight. Meanwhile, Preston Foster, a versatile actor, was chosen to play the role of the Warden. His stern demeanor and authoritative presence made him an ideal fit for the part. One pivotal moment in the casting process was the decision to cast real-life chain gang prisoners as extras. This choice added authenticity to the film, making the harsh conditions and dehumanizing treatment more palpable. In the end, the cast's collective performance in the movie left a lasting impact, shedding light on the brutal realities of the chain gang system and resonating with audiences even today.
Not remind you that James Allen has kept his part of the bargain.
The director of the movie, Mervyn LeRoy, brought a unique vision to life with his approach to the film. Known for his versatile style, LeRoy opted for a realistic and gritty portrayal of the chain gang system. This decision was influenced by his background in social realism, which he had explored in earlier works. LeRoy's creative influences were drawn from the world around him. He was particularly moved by the plight of prisoners subjected to harsh conditions in chain gangs. This empathy is reflected in the movie's unflinching depiction of the brutal treatment of inmates. In terms of style, LeRoy favored a straightforward and unadorned visual language. He employed long takes and minimal camera movements to maintain the raw intensity of the narrative. This approach allowed the actors' performances to take center stage, with Paul Muni delivering a powerful portrayal of the lead character. Collaboration was key to LeRoy's process. He worked closely with the cast and crew, fostering an environment that encouraged creativity and innovation. LeRoy's collaborative spirit extended to his relationship with Muni, with whom he developed a strong rapport. Together, they crafted a compelling and thought-provoking film that resonated with audiences. LeRoy's direction of the movie was marked by his commitment to authenticity. He insisted on filming on location, which added to the film's sense of realism. This decision also allowed LeRoy to capture the stark beauty of the American South, providing a visual counterpoint to the grim subject matter. In conclusion, Mervyn LeRoy's directorial vision for the movie was shaped by his social realist influences and commitment to authenticity. His straightforward style and collaborative approach resulted in a powerful and enduring film that continues to captivate audiences today.
Boy, if you think those other chain gangs are tough, wait till you get...
The 1932 movie, often referred to as The Film, is a powerful portrayal of the harsh realities of chain gangs in America. It tells the story of a man who, after being wrongly convicted and sentenced to a chain gang, escapes and becomes a fugitive. Many viewers have been impacted by this movie, and you might have a story to share as well. Perhaps it sparked your interest in social justice or made you appreciate the comforts of modern life. Whatever your connection to the film, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. For me, the movie highlighted the importance of fairness and justice in the legal system. It made me realize how fortunate I am to live in a society where the rule of law is upheld, and where individuals have the right to a fair trial. As you continue to watch, you'll discover many surprising and emotional moments. From the brutal conditions of the chain gang to the heart-pounding escape scenes, this movie will keep you on the edge of your seat. So, what's your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this movie? Share it with us in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going.
Hello himself. How's the rheumatism?
Say, if they don't take me off nights and put me on day...
The 1932 movie, often referred to as I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang, was shot in various locations to capture the raw and gritty reality of its narrative. The production team chose real-world settings instead of constructed studio sets, adding to the film's authenticity. The movie's initial scenes were filmed in the Ohio State Reformatory, a prison known for its imposing architecture and harsh conditions. This location provided an ideal backdrop to depict the protagonist's early struggles. Later, the crew moved to Georgia for exterior shots of the chain gang, leveraging the state's rugged landscapes and prison camps. One of the logistical challenges faced during filming involved managing the cast and crew under the harsh conditions of a real chain gang. The production team had to coordinate with local authorities and ensure the safety of all involved while maintaining the required level of realism. An innovative technique employed during the making of this movie was the use of actual ex-convicts as extras. This decision added authenticity to the scenes depicting the chain gang, enhancing the audience's immersion in the story. Conflicts arose between the production team and Georgia officials, who took offense to the film's unflattering portrayal of their chain gang system. This led to the crew hastily relocating to Tennessee to complete the remaining scenes. Despite these challenges, the movie successfully depicted the harrowing realities of the chain gang system, leaving a lasting impact on audiences and influencing prison reform discussions.
Oh, man. This is a funny state, and the government...
The film, released in 1932, tells the story of a man who becomes a fugitive after being sentenced to a chain gang for a crime he did not commit. The movie is a powerful exploration of the harsh realities of the American criminal justice system during that time. The protagonist, played by Muni, is a veteran of World War I who returns home to find that there are no jobs available. Desperate to make a living, he turns to a life of crime, which ultimately leads to his arrest and sentence to a chain gang. The film's depiction of the chain gang is harrowing, showing the brutal physical labor and harsh living conditions that the inmates are subjected to. The movie does not shy away from showing the dehumanizing effects of the chain gang system, as the inmates are treated more like animals than human beings. Despite the bleak subject matter, the film is also a story of resilience and determination. The protagonist never gives up hope. Even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, he manages to escape from the chain gang and begins a new life, but his past continues to haunt him. The film's director, Mervyn LeRoy, does an excellent job of creating a sense of tension and suspense throughout the movie. The pacing is fast, and the cinematography is stunning, with many striking visual images that stay with the viewer long after the movie ends. Muni's performance as the protagonist is exceptional. He brings a sense of dignity and humanity to the role, making the character relatable and sympathetic despite his criminal past. The supporting cast is also strong, with memorable performances by Glenda Farrell and Helen Vinson. Overall, the film is a powerful indictment of the chain gang system and a gripping tale of one man's struggle to escape from it. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and a reminder of the importance of justice and compassion in our society.
And respected citizens, the Commission will take the case of James Allen under...
In the creation of the 1932 movie's score, composer Hugo Friedhofer played a pivotal role. The music he crafted complemented the narrative and emotional tone of the film exceptionally well. Friedhofer's approach was to create a score that reflected the raw emotion and tension experienced by the protagonist, a fugitive on the run. Friedhofer's collaboration with director Mervyn LeRoy was significant. LeRoy wanted a score that would heighten the audience's emotional connection to the character's plight. Friedhofer achieved this by using a minimalist approach, focusing on a few key instruments to create a sense of isolation and fear. The soundtrack features hauntingly beautiful violin solos, which perfectly capture the protagonist's loneliness and desperation. Friedhofer's use of percussion also adds to the tension, creating a sense of urgency and danger. Interestingly, Friedhofer was not the first composer to work on the film. Initially, director LeRoy had hired composer Carl Hajos, but he was replaced by Friedhofer early in the production process. Hajos' score was deemed too melodramatic and overpowering, which distracted from the film's gritty realism. Friedhofer's score, on the other hand, was subtle and understated, allowing the audience to fully immerse themselves in the story. The music perfectly captured the bleak and unforgiving world of the chain gang and the relentless pursuit of the protagonist. In an interview, Friedhofer explained his approach to scoring the film, stating, "I wanted the music to be an extension of the character's emotions, to heighten the audience's connection to the story." This is evident in the film's final scene, where the protagonist, now a successful businessman, is suddenly confronted by his past. The score swells with tension, as the character realizes he can never truly escape his past. Friedhofer's score for the movie is a testament to his skill as a composer. His ability to capture the raw emotion and tension of the story, while also providing a subtle commentary on the character's inner turmoil, is truly remarkable. The score remains one of the most memorable and impactful aspects of the film, and it continues to resonate with audiences today.
Where he probably belongs. Here.
In the movie, Paul Muni plays the lead role, despite his reputation for being self-centered and unprofessional amongst his colleagues. Before filming, Muni's co-star Preston Foster had already started a family, having married Gertrude Warren in 1925 and adopting a daughter named Stephanie. In one particular scene, Alan Jenkins, who plays a bus driver in another film, is referenced. The character Hawkeye jokes about a mutiny on the bus, alluding to Jenkins' role in the B-picture Mutiny on the Bus. As the movie unfolds, Muni's portrayal of the lead character remains a central focus, despite the off-screen controversies surrounding his personality. Meanwhile, Foster's family life adds a layer of complexity to his character, providing a glimpse into his life outside of acting. The film also references Jenkins' work, showcasing the diverse range of roles played by actors in the industry.
Who entered the chain gang as a worthless tramp, and who left it to become one.
One of the most iconic scenes in the movie occurs when the protagonist, played by Paul Muni, is escaping from the chain gang. The scene is a masterclass in tension building, with the camera closely following Muni as he runs through the woods, pursued by bloodhounds. Director Mervyn Leroy uses low-angle shots to emphasize the overwhelming power of the dogs and the hopelessness of Muni's situation. Muni's performance in this scene is exceptional. His facial expressions and body language convey a sense of sheer terror and desperation, making the audience root for his escape. The actor reportedly insisted on performing the stunts himself, which adds to the authenticity of the scene. The cinematography also plays a crucial role in creating a sense of urgency. Cinematographer Lee Garms uses handheld cameras to capture the chaotic nature of the chase, and the use of natural lighting enhances the gritty realism of the scene. This scene had a significant impact on audiences, highlighting the brutal conditions of chain gangs and sparking public outrage. The filmmakers were aware of the scene's power, with Leroy stating, "I wanted to show the inhumanity of the chain gang system, and I think this scene did that effectively." Another iconic scene in the movie is the final sequence, where Muni's character, now a successful businessman, is confronted by a former chain gang member who recognizes him. The use of shadows and low-key lighting creates a sense of foreboding, and the close-ups of Muni's face convey his fear and anxiety. Muni's performance in this scene is equally powerful, with his character torn between his desire to maintain his newfound respectability and his guilt over abandoning his fellow inmates. The actor's ability to convey complex emotions with just a look is truly remarkable. The scene's impact is heightened by the use of sound, with the ominous ticking of a clock building tension as the confrontation reaches its climax. The scene leaves a lasting impression on audiences, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of injustice. Overall, the iconic scenes in the movie are a testament to the power of visual storytelling. Through expert direction, cinematography, and performances, the filmmakers create moments that resonate with audiences and leave a lasting impact.
As a human being, a man of essential fineness and integrity.
In the Playhouse 90 episode The Last Clear Chance, actor Paul Muni faced a challenge due to his age and health. He could no longer memorize lengthy dialogues quickly, so he used a small radio transmitter to receive his lines just before speaking them. Charles Middleton, known for his role in the film, was a grandfather to actor Burr Middleton. Moving on to another cast member, Sheila Terry, who also appeared in the movie, studied at the Canadian branch of the Royal Academy of London. Despite the challenges faced by the cast, the film remains a significant piece of cinema history, showcasing the talents of these accomplished actors.
Cost the state $350. My fee will be $2,500.
The 1932 movie, often referred to as The Film, had a profound cultural and social impact. It resonated with audiences due to its gritty portrayal of the harsh realities of the chain gang system, which was a controversial topic at the time. The movie exposed the brutal conditions and lack of justice within the prison system, sparking public outrage and debate. This groundbreaking film also influenced pop culture, inspiring other works of art and media to tackle similar themes. It brought attention to the issue of prison reform and the need for change in the criminal justice system. The movie's protagonist, a former soldier who becomes a victim of the chain gang system, became a symbol of resistance and injustice. Moreover, the film contributed to discussions on relevant social or cultural themes, such as the treatment of veterans and the role of society in rehabilitating criminals. It challenged the prevailing notion that prisoners were beyond redemption and highlighted the need for second chances. The movie's impact was so significant that it led to actual reforms in the prison system, with some states abolishing the chain gang system altogether. The film's cultural and social impact continues to be felt today, as it remains a powerful reminder of the need for criminal justice reform and the importance of treating all individuals with dignity and respect. And I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang, Paul Muni, who won Broadway's 1956 Tony Award as Best Actor for Inherit the Wind, delivered a powerful performance. The film also featured Berton Churchill, who played a significant role in the creation of the Screen Actors Guild in 1933, following his founding of the Maskers Club in 1925. Additionally, Dennis O'Keefe, who was an extra in over 200 films, appeared in the movie. His hard work and dedication to his craft are evident in his performance, even in a smaller role. Overall, the talented cast and their contributions to the film industry beyond I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang make this movie a notable piece of cinematic history.
Missus, how about it?
Come on.
The 1932 movie, now known as a classic, received critical acclaim for its gritty portrayal of the chain gang system in America. Noted film critic Mordaunt Hall of the New York Times praised the movie, stating that it holds one's interest from the start to the end. He commended the director, Mervyn LeRoy, for his excellent direction, and the lead actor, Paul Muni, for his powerful performance. The film also resonated with audiences, who found its social commentary thought-provoking and relevant. The movie's raw and authentic depiction of the chain gang system sparked public outrage and debate, leading to reforms in some states. The film received nominations for Best Picture and Best Adapted Screenplay at the 1933 Academy Awards, highlighting its impact and significance in the film industry. While it did not win in either category, the nominations themselves were a testament to the movie's artistic and cultural value. These accolades were significant for those involved in the film, as they recognized the movie's artistic merit and social relevance. The nominations and positive critical reception helped establish the careers of the director and lead actor, while also shedding light on an important social issue. The film's enduring legacy continues to inspire and influence filmmakers and audiences to this day.
Not exactly, Mom. But you see, I've been doing engineering.
In the 1932 film, a tense exchange takes place between two characters, Helen and James, where Helen declares, "I'm free, white, and 21, a phrase that was commonly used in Hollywood films of the time to end any argument. However, by the late 1940s, the head of the Motion Picture Association of America had banned its use. One of the actors in the film, Preston Foster, holds a notable place in Hollywood history as the first recipient of a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, located at Hollywood Boulevard and Highland Avenue in a draw held on Aug. 15, 1958. Another actor in the film, Walter Long, had a dramatic end to his life. He passed away from a heart attack while watching the fireworks display at the Coliseum in Los Angeles during the 4th of July celebration. In summary, the 1932 film features a famous phrase that was prevalent in Hollywood films, had actors who achieved significant milestones in Hollywood, and one of whom had a memorable end to his life.
I got orders that if you get away from here this time, I lose my job. And that goes for all of you, get me? Now take him out of here.
During the filming of this 1932 movie, many fascinating stories unfolded behind the scenes. Director Mervyn LeRoy had a knack for creating tension on set, which translated well onto the screen. He often kept the cast in the dark about major plot points, creating genuine shock and surprise during pivotal scenes. Paul Muni, who played the lead role, was known for his intense method acting. To prepare, he spent time visiting chain gangs in the South, observing their movements and mannerisms. This research led to a powerful and authentic performance, but it also brought some challenges. Muni's immersion in the character led to heated arguments with LeRoy, who felt that Muni was taking his role too far off screen. Glenda Farrell, who played the female lead, had a different experience. She was known for her quick wit and humor, which provided a welcome contrast to the film's heavy themes. Farrell often lightened the mood on set, keeping spirits high during long shooting days. Despite the tension and intensity, the cast and crew formed a close bond. They often spent their free time together, exploring the local area and enjoying meals at nearby restaurants. These shared experiences added to the film's camaraderie, which can be seen in the genuine interactions between characters. One particularly memorable moment occurred during the filming of the iconic chain gang scene. As the cameras rolled, a real prison escapee stumbled upon the set, mistaking it for a genuine chain gang. The sight of the terrified man, chained and desperate, was too much for the cast and crew to ignore. They quickly alerted authorities, who apprehended the escapee without incident. This true-life interruption only added to the film's authenticity, reminding everyone involved of the real-world issues at the heart of the story. The 1932 movie would go on to become a critical and commercial success, leaving a lasting impact on audiences and the film industry.
But you go? Oh, somewhere, anywhere, Mom, just where I can do what I want to.
If that's really in your heart.
In the world of film, many actors have unique backgrounds and motivations for pursuing their craft. For instance, Charles Middleton, known for his role in the movie, was actually the son of a millionaire, but chose acting as a way to express himself. Meanwhile, Paul Muni, another actor in the show, was selective with his roles, appearing in fewer films, but ensuring each one was of superior quality. On the other hand, Sally Blane, who also appeared in the movie, had a different path to stardom. She, along with her sister Loretta Young, became one of MPA's baby stars of 1929, which was a significant honor at the time. Despite the accolades, Blane remained humble and focused on her craft. Overall, the actors in this movie brought their unique experiences and talents to the screen, creating a memorable and impactful film. The 1932 movie, often referred to as I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang, left an indelible mark on film history. This groundbreaking film, directed by Mervyn LeRoy, brought attention to the harsh realities of the American prison system, particularly chain gangs. The movie's influence can be seen in the numerous films that followed, addressing social issues and pushing the boundaries of what was considered appropriate for on-screen representation. The film's protagonist, a World War I veteran falsely accused of a crime, resonated with audiences during the Great Depression era. His harrowing experiences while imprisoned in a chain gang sparked public outcry and calls for reform. This powerful narrative structure, focusing on a wronged individual fighting against an unjust system, became a popular trope in future films, including The Shawshank Redemption and Cool Hand Luke. I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang also paved the way for more realistic portrayals of violence and grit in cinema. Before its release, many films shied away from depicting the harsh realities of life, particularly in the criminal justice system. This movie, however, pulled no punches, showing the brutal conditions and treatment of prisoners in the chain gangs. This unflinching realism inspired future filmmakers to tackle difficult subjects and push the boundaries of what could be shown on screen. Moreover, the film's success led to a wave of socially conscious films in the 1930s, as Hollywood began to recognize the power of cinema as a tool for social change. Films like Black Fury and Dead End tackled issues such as labor rights and urban poverty, continuing the legacy of I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang. In addition to its influence on filmmaking, the movie also inspired a number of adaptations and reinterpretations. The 1958 film The Defiant Ones, starring Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier, was directly inspired by I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang, transposing the chain gang setting to the racially charged American South. The story of a wrongfully accused man has also been revisited in various forms of media, including literature, television, and stage productions. In conclusion, the 1932 movie I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang left an enduring legacy on both film history and future filmmaking. Its unflinching portrayal of social issues and its powerful narrative structure have inspired countless filmmakers and served as a catalyst for change in the film industry.
What's your name?
James Allen?
James Allen, eh?
In the 1932 film, Charles Middleton, known for his portrayal of Abraham Lincoln in a government short promoting the National Recovery Act, plays a significant role. Before moving to Hollywood, Middleton's co-star, Robert McWade, had built an impressive career on Broadway, appearing in productions from 1903 to 1927. McWade's transition to Hollywood saw him become a reliable member of Warner Brothers' stock company. The movie also features Sally Blane, whose family was deeply rooted in the acting industry. Interestingly, Blane and her two siblings, Polly Ann Young and John R. Young, all passed away in 1997. The film's cast, thus, brought together experienced actors from various backgrounds, contributing to its historical significance and enduring impact. In the making of the movie, there were some interesting connections and disappointments among the cast and crew. Paul Muni, the lead actor, didn't have a great first impression of Mervyn LeRoy, the director, referring to him as that kid when they first met. However, they eventually became close friends, with LeRoy being one of the two people from the film industry present at Muni's funeral in 1967. Sally Blane, another cast member, experienced one of her biggest Hollywood disappointments when she lost the role of Paul Muni's fiancée to Helen Vinson. While Blane didn't get to play the part, Vinson's performance became noteworthy in the film. Glenda Farrell, who also acted in the movie, was known for her conservative political views, identifying as a lifelong Republican. Despite her personal beliefs, she contributed to the film's success with her acting skills. These behind-the-scenes stories add depth to the movie, showcasing the human element that often goes unnoticed in filmmaking.
Conclusion, I need not remind you that James Allen has kept his part of the bargain.
Did you know that the 1932 movie, often referred to as the film about a man's harrowing experience with a chain gang, left a lasting impact on its audience? It's truly fascinating how this show resonated with so many people, influencing their perspective on cinema and life. We'd love to hear your personal experiences related to this movie. Perhaps it reminded you of a time when you stood up for justice, or maybe it sparked a conversation about the importance of reforming the prison system. Whatever your connection, we'd be thrilled to hear your story. Feel free to share your memories and engage with others in the comments below. Let's share and discuss this cinematic masterpiece together. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the world of classic films.
I like his work so much